So we are leaving Brno behind. So the first charging stop wasn't on the map. It was a little charging stop. Unfortunately, the Eon we should charge on, well, it wasn't there. It was under reconstruction, so we drove on to a little, which required us to change the little plus app to the Czech app, and then it was only in Czech. Getting that to work was damn difficult. But that's the life of EV travel in Central Europe. In the Czech Republic and in Poland, it was perfect. In Slovakia, perfect. In the Czech Republic, it's a bit more trying. They are not as much up to the beat on EV travel as I would like to. But it works, as we haven't had no fear of not getting there. But let's head on to the next charging stop, where I will talk a bit more about this keeping awake and keeping fresh when you don't have anything other than the road to look at. So we are at the second charge stop of the day, yeah. And how do I keep awake during these times? Well, first of all, I have my girlfriend next to me. When she's quiet, I get tired. It's so hard. So I put on a podcast with something funny, something that makes me laugh. Besides that, a good amount of coffee is also needed. But this charging point in the middle of freaking nowhere. I actually don't know what city it is, but we're right next to almost modern hotel, and yeah, the charger wasn't easy to find. We drove in and out of 3 or 4 different parking areas because on the map it is not as clear as this. And on the next stop, an ionic charger if all goes to plan, because a better route planner has changed this charging stop 4 times now. Yeah, 4 times before we reach the charging stop. So now our GPS has sent us down through downtown Prague. Yeah, I can look at the main station of Prague, which means that we are almost in the middle of the city. Which also means that it is tricky to drive here, and it is tricky to talk to the camera at the same time. But it's a challenge. Let's say it like that. Yeah, so we're almost through the center of Prague. This is a bit difficult to drive in because the traffic here is very heavy, and I don't understand why my GPS sent me through the center of Prague. If anyone has any ideas, write it in the comments down below, because, well, at least it keeps me awake. Let's say it like that. Time for a little pit stop because we have to burn the rest of the Czech money, the Czech crowns. And this one is a bit special. See if I can get it on the camera right. Where was it? There. You'll see in a moment. So none of them are running, but this one has a cable car up to a hotel up there, right over the city. So you can take the cable car from this mall. But now back to some shopping, spending the last kronas, and then head on towards Magdeburg, where we have booked our hotel for the night, because tomorrow we're going to have a 12-hour drive. It is still in this video, no breaks. So we have reached another charging point. The problem here is that we are standing in front of a Bauhaus. Yeah, it is not much, but this is one of the problems with EVs. We have to charge at places where the charge stops are pretty boring. So what we do is we fuel up with coffee and all these kind of things. We have hot water in the trunk. And then sometimes we play a card game just to pass the time. Let's head on. We are almost at Magdeburg. We are now in Dresden. We need Leipzig, where we have to charge again. And then we are in Magdeburg and can get some sleep because I need it right now. So another charge stop, and yet another of these semi-industrial shopping parks where you have to have a car to get around. Yeah, I know it's not the most interesting places, but at least it's charging. And we're going into Bauhaus to spend some time and to see if we can get to use their toilet, because then it's free, and we love free things. At least free toilets. I hate to pay for them. Yeah, so quick tip, Bauhaus has free customer toilets, which means we can save money by using their toilets. Just a quick tip when you're on the go. So we have reached our overnight stay here in Magdeburg, and it looks fairly nice. 3 beds, an extremely small kitchen, and a bathroom that is acceptable in size. So yeah. So I'll be heading for bed, and in the morning we will be heading towards Denmark. So stay tuned and see if we can unlock some secrets about long range travel in an EV. Good morning, we're getting ready to leave this place and head for Slagelse, head for Denmark. It is only a 12-hour drive from here. The car's packed up, so let's get out there, because yeah, I want to get home. One more thing before we leave, check this out. This was the first thing that greeted us. Holes that look like bullet holes in the window. It might just be from rocks, but it sounds better with bullet holes, doesn't it? One of the things you have to be ready for when driving on the Autobahn is, accidents. And when they do occur, do as the other drivers do. If you are in the outermost left lane, stick to the left. All other lanes, go a little bit right. That way we have a corridor for the emergency vehicles. It is much better, because then everybody gets along much faster. Because the quicker the help is there, the quicker we can get on, and they can clean it up, and they can get the traffic moving. And right now we are actually holding still, because there's an accident straight ahead, and right now a police car is coming up past me. Yep. The emergency corridor works. A chopper is there, and hopefully they will be able to manage to direct traffic around the accident. But it means that our 10 to 12 hour drives becomes a little longer, and it's most likely not the last accident while driving halfway through Germany.
Yeah.
1 hour later.
We are still holding in line. It tends to take longer than just a couple of minutes. All the police cars are here, I think, and it doesn't seem like any other emergency vehicles are coming, but we're still just waiting. One thing about driving in Germany, and this is not about driving in an EV, because the one in front of me is a petrol car. So we are all in the same boat, just waiting and waiting some more. Just be prepared for it when you drive long distances, because you will run into it. But on this vacation, it's only the second time that we are holding in line. Hopefully something will happen soon.
Another half hour later.
It feels like an eternity we've been sitting here. And you can hear the other highway, because now I have to open my door because I had to shut down the car. So hopefully we'll be moving soon. There was another police traffic control vehicle coming. So in a moment, I hope we will begin to see some movement, because otherwise we have to book another night stay somewhere, and it is tomorrow we will get home then, because we've been sitting here for way too long. Hopefully open highways in a moment, and then we can head on full speed until the next charging point. So first charge stop of the day. Let's see if we can get the app to work. But the plan was that we was here to breakfast. Yeah, now it's midday. So instead of breakfast, it will be lunch. And now my app doesn't want to work. It is a little typical. We try to restart it. And there we go. Oh, yes, I know. Charge with the app. And down here we find the number 19.1. 19.1. And let's see if it will charge. Oh, it's trying at least. But as I said, this was supposed to be a breakfast stop. because we haven't gotten any breakfast yet. But the time is now 12:08, which is a little late for breakfast. Instead of being home at around 5 p.m., we are home at 8:45 p.m. And it is charging with how many kilowatts? Let's find out. How high does it go? 90? 86. It stabilizes at 86 kilowatts. But this car, in my experience, goes up to 90, so yeah, not much. But we can find something to eat while we wait on the car to charge. So breakfast, lunch, whatever you will call it, it is this. Yeah, not the best, but well, we hope to stop at some place soon where we can get something proper to eat, because this will not fuel me for long. But long enough to get to the next stop. Alright, so we're here at the second to last charge point in Germany. Yeah, we still have a couple of charge points in Denmark before we're home, but I like this point. There is a house that's upside down. There is a McDonald's and a KFC if you're hungry. There is some kind of barbecue here. There's a trampoline park over in that building, and if I turn around, we have an adventure park. And I don't know if you can see the building in the background here, but there is a big building which is a ski slope. Yeah, it's just too far to walk over there. But you can also feel that we are almost in Denmark because it's beginning to rain a lot. I want to go back down to the sun, but let's charge up. We have our coffee with us and a 40 minutes charge stop, and then one more charge stop, and then we hit Denmark. So yeah, let's get it on so we can hit Denmark. But I do have a little trick up the sleeve. Make sure to bring your coffee along because yeah, it's much cheaper than buying it. And hot water in a thermos can do a lot of things. But then you have to wait, yeah, but it's 40 minutes and it's raining. And I have some sort of cover here from the rain, but yeah. Let's get charged up and let's head on and see where the last charge point is if a better route planner doesn't change it halfway through. So final stop in Germany, at least. We still have 2 more stops and we are going past a shopping park to just buy the last thing for tomorrow. But yeah, there's McDonald's and an Aral gas station. Usually we have to pay for toilets at these Aral gas stations, but well, that's the price, €1, it's okay. So just a quick side stop to get some dinner. Yes, I know I have my jacket on because it's raining outside. And then we're going into Kaufland to buy some snacks for tomorrow because we are almost at home, but it's way cheaper here in Germany than Denmark, so of course we're gonna stock up on a little bit of the things we need. But soon we will be home in Denmark and my workday is crawling. I'm sad. So cheer me up with a like. Thank you. And let's get some shopping done and head the rest of the way to Slagelse. So first charge stop in Denmark, and it is charging with 90 kilowatts. Whee! I like that. But check out the smart list. I drove in this way, but when I have to go out, where the Tesla is driving out now, is where I go out. So yeah, no need to turn around, back up and all these kind of things, which is great. And that's what I like about Danish charge points or charge stops, at least clever. First of all, they're pleasing to the eye. There is a lot of green, there is roof over my head, and well, it is calm and quiet, besides from the hum from the charge point. And furthermore, they have different experiments. Over here, they are counting insects, which is a help to the biodiversity. On the roof of these, there are some sort of maintenance-free plants, which also helps to make sure that we don't drown in water down here, which is also great. Why don't they put solar cells up there? Well, because it would give so much with the few roofs they have. It gives more to the environment the other way around. So In a moment, we will be fully charged up and we will be continuing towards Slagelse. One more charge stop and then we're in Slagelse. It has been a long road. And I have sunburns on my back and it hurts like... So I'm looking forward to get home, to relax and treat my sunburns. And one other thing about these rest stops is they have some relaxing areas with garbage cans, some plants, something you have, where you can sit and relax. The fun thing about these plants, they are planting them on every clever charge point, is that they are usually some sort of herbs. So they can actually be eaten, most of them. Just make sure you know what is what, because I don't know what is what. So yeah, just a quick tip on clever charge points. And then now let's, oh, one more thing. Toilets, they also have that here, which is great, which is at most clever charge points, some sort of toilet within the vicinity. But not all. So yeah, that's it. I will use the loo and should you have a loo review? Yeah, this is it. This is a toilet and nothing more, and a sink. And now I'm going to use it, so see you in a bit. So, final charge stop of the trip, next stop home. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll give you an entire episode on the entire trip home, on fuel calculations and all that, and how to save money while using an EV. But for now, it's the final stop. And is it worth anything? Well, out here we have supermarkets, we have fast food chains, we have it all. So yes, it is worth it in every penny of the stop. But if you want to know more about the fuel economy and all of that, then check out this episode right there. I'm going to check it out, and now I'll be heading home for some well-deserved sleep. Until I see you over in this episode.